The visual development of the show sort of goes along the same time as the storyboarding of the show. So Tom and Dennis Bradow had to work back and forth pretty closely to make sure that the props and sets that Dennis was designing for the modelers to build coincided with the way Tom was blocking all the action, so that we wouldn't run into any problems that way. It helps that we've got a couple of established places like the cottage itself, but every planet is a new planet. So this one we were fortunate in this case because it's another barren planet for the most part, except for the big tower that they finally wind up at. So those two processes are going on pretty much simultaneously. Well, in the story, it's about this dartboard, and that's where the Jason's lie comes from, where he doesn't tell Grandmom the truth about who broke the dartboard. So the show is really pretty heavy on the whole dart thing. So one of the things we had to decide is when they finally get to planet Tell-A-Lie, how big are these inhabitants? Are they their size? Are they as big as the penguins? Or are they a little dart size? So the creators on the show kind of went around about, well, how is the peril going to come across of them being smushed if these darts aren't as big as they are? So finally we convinced the people that needed to be convinced that the peril would be evident despite the smaller size of the dart people, and it just made them a little funnier, gave them a little more personality, and I think it turned out really nice. Well, my job on the show starts pretty much when we get the script from the writers. We've been really lucky to get some really great scripts, and I've been able to, along with the help of Tom Owens, the story guy, have been able to develop the stories and throw in a lot of gags that we were hoping for, and some parts stand just fine the way they are. Some parts could use a little more visual development to make them less wordy or get a point across that might not need dialogue at all. So from there, Tom and I take the story, the script, and start putting it through the storyboarding process, where it turns into kind of a comic book version. The lines get recorded by the talent. It gets all edited together to a story reel, and we can get rough timings on gags and poignant parts and those sorts of things. And from there on, it's probably the slowest part of the process is the actual animation. Half an hour worth of video is a lot of frames to work on. And then as it goes into animation, I'm interacting with the animators up at DKP and the animation director. I do a lot of teleconferencing on a sort of a video phone, so they can see me act a certain thing out the way I'd like to see it wind up. If the Galizo claw reaches around and backwards and picks him up, that would be fine. If there's any way to do it like front on, that would be good too, and it could go to explain why he got so flipped around when he actually enters the ship. Okay. But if it looks like it's strangling him or not comfortable in any way, just have it go around behind him, clamp on him like normal, and then pull him backwards and around back up into the ship. Okay. There should be lots of time for that.
So would his feet be struggling?
I think if he just pops out, goes back in, his feet are just there, and Kevin just does kind of a full body take. Okay. And the feet just kind of follow along with that kind of dog ears up kind of implication. Huh? Like, what's going on? So that'll be a nice way to end that little shot there.
So he shouldn't.
I mean, he could just poke it back in there with a little flourish with his wrist or whatever. Just look at the dart, open the book, choke, slap it in there, snap it shut. I like that kind of, hey, all right, took care of that.
The main thing is you shouldn't be looking in Michelle's direction till the end to catch the logo.
Exactly. It's a very interactive process, despite the 900 miles difference. But it worked out pretty well.
Bullseye! That's game!
Lucky shot.
Where is everybody? Are we on the right planet? What gives... Youch! All right, who threw this?
It was me.
Who? Youch! Now just what...
Hello, and welcome to the planet Telelai.
Greetings, I am Captain Zigil, and this is my crew. I'd like to speak to the man in charge, the big guy, the top dog, numero uno.
The king.
Right, the king. Of course. Well, you're in luck, because I'm the king. I live in the Royal Palace Tower. I was just out for a stroll with my, subjects. Yep, it's me. I'm the king.
Funny, you don't look like the king.
I lost weight. And I shaved my mustache. And had my nose shortened. And I'm wearing contact lenses, which is why I no longer wear glasses.
Your Majesty. We must humbly inform you that your massive moon is heading straight toward your tiny planet, and we must do something before it's too late.
No, it isn't.
Please, remain calm. There is no need to worry. The danger is not imminent, and you've got plenty of time to figure this out. First, we'll take care of the floods and the fires. Then we'll get your cable back. Basic, full package.
Captain?
Yes. Don't know how I missed that. Guess you're doomed. Come on, crew. Back to the ship.
But Captain, we have to help them.
He'll be back. I've got the keys.